that I could be somebody that would hold elected officials accountable in my own way, through publishing these articles, through raising voices, through raising stories in a way that can really just shine some light on all these different issues in our country. And I mean, to this day, I'm still just as passionate about journalism. That hasn't changed. It's just, I've gotten a much deeper connection to it. Not about like the content, but it was about the title of the book.
Yeah.
Like that was the hardest part of writing this book.
Exactly.
Not kidding.
And I mean, what we got through it, and I'm just so thankful that we have this, physical manifestation of what these past couple months have been, several months have looked like.
Like a blueprint, exactly, of what we wanted March for Our Lives to be like. Because at the moment, obviously the Women's March was huge. It was the talk of the year. And so we were like, we could do this, but we could do this for a different issue. Even though I think that a lot of these issues kind of merged together in a way. And so that's how March for Our Lives was born. We were like, and I remember it was a month before we wanted to do it, and we were like, we want to have a march on Washington, D.C. in a month. And they were like, that's not possible. And we were like, we don't care. We're going to try to do it anyway.
I'm going to give the mic to Jamal after, but I do want to say that personally for me, I mean, every social change has really been pioneered by young people. You look at the anti-war movements, you look at the civil rights movements, you look at women's suffrage and equality, and all of this was led by young people. I mean, if I could have a dime for every older person that walked up to me and said, I marched in the 60s and I'm marching with you now, I would literally be a millionaire. I'm not kidding. And that, I think, is really incredible in itself, that we have these people who were active when they were younger, and they're just telling us, they're like, we are ready to pass the baton over to you because we're seeing the incredible work that you're doing. And so much of what we do is rooted in those movements. When you look at the civil rights movement, something that was so rooted in equality and nonviolence, I mean, some of our heroes, many of our heroes, are these older political figures, these activists from our past, because they showed us the tenets of exactly what our movement is about, what our lives are about. We want that peace, we want that equality, and the fact that other people have fought just to get us to a point where we can be here right now fighting for equality is incredible in itself, and I think it inspires us every day.
Why do you think they'd be led to believe that there is no way they can talk civilly about these topics when their job is to convey all of our opinions and make sure that they're turned into actions?
I love you. That was great. And honestly, it's amazing what a group of teenagers can figure out in just one conversation, but our elected officials don't want us to know and have literally kept from us for decades. I mean, think about it. The reason that we don't seem to realize that simple discussion can solve so many issues and reach this common ground is because they don't want us to know that. They don't want us to reach that common ground because the goal of so many elected officials, of so many hateful groups, is to divide us, is to split us apart in this bickering, in this misperception, so that we are not able to create that common ground, to create that healthy, helpful discussion. And really, like I've said so many times before, this is about people. The fact that your class had that conversation and realized we may not agree on things, but we can reach common ground, we can be civil, that is the future of our country, and I firmly believe that.